Hey you guys, Coach Liz here. All right, today I want to talk to you about how to stay healthy for life. That's really what we all want, right? A lot of times when we are working on a goal like losing weight, we only have a specific end in mind. We cross that finish line, we've lost the weight, and then often we just take a sigh of relief and think that we don't have to do anything to be able to maintain that lifestyle or maintain that goal. That's not the case. When we are creating a long-term healthy lifestyle, we have to think of it like the long game. We hit one goal and we always want to have something else in mind that's keeping us moving forward. So let's talk about how do we stay healthy for life. While you're working on those weight loss goals, especially with Optavia, we are creating those habits that are just those habits that are starting you off for a long-term life of healthy living. So once you reach that goal, you still have to keep up with those habits to be able to keep moving forward with your health. There's nothing that's going to keep weight off. There's lots of ways to lose weight, but there's nothing that's going to keep weight off magically if you don't keep up with the healthy habits. So let's talk about those core things that are important for that long-term health. Last week, we talked about the high five, those 5 habits and how to check yourself to stay on track. And when you notice that you start going off track, that you stop drinking your water or you stop balancing your blood sugar, being mindful about what you eat, or you stop exercising, those are times that you want to course correct to get back on that path of health, to keep moving forward. And that's really what it's about long term. Dr. Anderson talks about in his element 24, at the end of the book, he talks about longevity. He talks about how to stay healthy for life. And one example that he gives is the mason jar. And he talks about the big rocks. If you were to put in all the little sand and pebbles and then try to put your big rocks in, they would never fit into the mason jar. But if you put your core habits, your big rocks in, and then fill in with the sand and the little pebbles, it all fits into your life. So if those healthy habits are just part of who you are, just like brushing your teeth, just like taking a shower, just like putting on your clothes. Those are things that you don't even think about because they're just part of your day. What if you could get to the point that drinking your water or being conscious of your blood sugars or how much protein you're getting is just part of your day? It's just part of who you are. It's just part of what you do every day. Going out for a walk, recognizing when you're emotionally eating, learning to manage your stress, getting your sleep, getting to bed on time. Those aren't just exceptions to the rules, but they are the rules. They are part of who you are. And that's really what it takes to stay healthy for life. So hopefully, as you keep practicing, as you keep doing your high five check and checking those habits and getting back on track, it becomes more automatic, something that you don't even have to make yourself do or think about. Just like in the morning when you go brush your teeth before you leave the house or you get in the shower, those are just things that you do to maintain your healthy body. Same thing with your healthy habits. The more practice that you do, just like when you were little, your parents probably had to tell you to brush your teeth or make you get in the shower or the bath. The more you did it, the more automatic and the more good that you saw that it was for you. And nobody had to tell you to do it, or you didn't even have to think about it. So hopefully, as you keep practicing your high five habits, your water, your nutrition, your exercise, your sleep, and your mindset, they just become second nature to you. So a couple tips on once you get to that healthy weight, let's talk about what nutrition looks like. We still want to keep up with the habit of eating 6 small balanced meals per day. Now, I'll tell you, I lost 45 pounds about 13 years ago. And those are still things that I think about every day, those habits that I think about every day. And I ask myself, did I get my water today? Every time that I eat, I still eat the same times that I ate when I was losing my weight. I got into the habit of eating every 2.5 to 3 hours because I saw what a difference it made in my body and how I felt. So I still do that. Every time that I eat, I make sure that I get protein so that I balance my blood sugar. I'm still conscious of how many carbs I eat in one meal, that I don't just eat carbs because I know that's going to spike my blood sugar and make my body store fat. So if I do choose to eat a dessert or fruit or something that's higher in sugar, I always pair it with a protein. It's just second nature to me now. So the more that we practice, the easier it gets. And I still use the tools that help me get my weight off all those years ago. I still have the community. That's why I became a health coach. I wanted to stay in that community and keep moving forward, keep working with my health. So I surrounded myself with health-minded people that I could keep learning from. So I love our Optavia community. You can still hop on the win calls and the weekly webinars every week. I still use my fuelings every day. I eat fuelings. I don't eat 5 a day anymore, but I supplement. When I'm out on the go, I grab a bar so I don't have to go through a drive-through. In the mornings, I still love to have my hot cocoa. At night, if I'm craving something sweet, I'll make a shake or a brownie so that I'm not eating a bowl of ice cream. So those are things that help me stay on track. I still use the 5-in-1 plan sometimes. After a long vacation or a holiday, I love to do a reset for a week or so, just kind of get back on track, kind of detox, get back into my good habits. So those tools that you're using right now to lose the weight, those are the tools that are key to helping you keep it off long term. So as you think about what's next in your health journey, I want you to think about what are some things that I'm doing right now that are helping me, that are going to help me long term. And I want you to stop thinking about weight loss as a finish line. It's just part of the journey. It's just part of that remodel that you're doing to your healthy body to get you to where you really want to feel your best, and that you can keep that up long term by those habits that you're creating now. So I'd love for you to do a self-evaluation of what things are going well right now. What things do you want to work on so that it can become part of who you are? Just like brushing your teeth. What are things that you want to make sure that you do every day and hopefully start doing automatically, that you don't even have to think, you don't have to question? Just like my walks every day. I don't ask myself, am I going to go for a walk today or am I not? It's just something that I do. If I can't fit it in the morning when I usually do it, I make sure to get it in sometime during the day. It might be that I get my steps in while I'm watching my kids play soccer. It might not be my normal walk, but I just make sure that I get those done. I check it off every day so that I can keep feeling my best and keep moving forward. And when I do start slipping, just catching yourself when you start slacking off, just getting back on track. So do a self-evaluation. What's going well? Where do you want to be 10 years from now? What things do you need to create right now to help you get there? That you can start working on making it automatic, just unconsciously doing those healthy habits to keep that in mind, and making sure that those big rocks, those big habits that are going to help you get there, are just part of the first things that you put into your jar. All the other things in the day will fit, but if you put the most important things that are going to help you long term, that those are primary, then it makes it much easier to fit everything else into your schedule. All right, have a great week. I'd love to hear something from your self-evaluation of what's going well that you plan on continuing forever, and what's something that you want to really work on automating more easily, that habit that will help you with that long-term health. All right, have a great week.